How's it going, everybody? It's PG-13 here, aka Nick Daniels, and giving you folks another episode review of Game of Thrones. 2 more episodes remaining after this episode. I want to talk about a couple things relating to the episode, my thoughts on those things, and what I think is going to happen, what's going to happen on the next episode. So, without any further ado, let's just get right into the nudes. So, basically, the main point of interest, in my opinion, of the whole episode, you pretty much could have skipped the majority of it. But there was 2 scenes that were really, really good, in my opinion, and I thought they were going to fuck up the second one because of, like, last episode of, like, no main character dying, but they didn't, so I was impressed. It wasn't actually a main character, though, but still, I thought they were going to cheese out of that. So, the first one I really liked, actually, is because Daenerys is sailing up. Okay, she's getting closer up to King's Landing. She's got the dragons coming up, which was kind of a dumb move, to be honest, because we know they've got those, not catapults, but whatever you want to call them, right? But the guns, right? And sure enough, I didn't expect that, actually, but they fired, like, one into the second dragon's, like, chest. And they're still a little, like, wounded from the battle, right? So they're probably not at full strength anyway. And, yeah, they just fucking took him right out, dude. They got, like, 3 in him. They got, like, 1 in his neck, 1 in the gut, and, like, 1 in the wing, and the dragon just went straight into the water and died. It was absolute gold. And then, of course, just the smartest thing ever is they just put it right onto the boats, and they're like, okay, well, there's our next tiger. And sure enough, they just ripped right through the boats. Absolutely gold scene, man. And I was kind of hoping Tyrion would have ate shit right there. I thought that would have been really entertaining. Like, if he just took an arrow and, like, just got pinned. But they ended up taking Missandei, which she plays into the last part of it. Because, like, it literally looks like 20 Unsullied, the dragon, Tyrion, Varys, and Daenerys are all sitting there, and they're, like, in front of these gates. I don't know if that's, like, the main gate. I don't think it is. And they basically have the catapults, like, literally every 10 feet along this wall. They're ready, right? The Lannisters are ready. And Cersei's up at the top. Missandei's there. Got her Queen's Guard there, right? The whole 9 yards. She's ready to go, and I like that. And Tyrion walks up, and both... I always forget his name, Qui-Gon, whatever it is, anyway, where they both have their little talk there, because they're both handed the Queen, which I thought was funny, and they're both asking the other person to surrender, which obviously is not going to happen, and Tyrion tries to plead to Cersei, like, you've got a kid coming, like, for the love of God, like, do it for the kid, right? And they end up just cutting her head off, Sunday's head off, right? And Cersei just walks away pissed. Now, the rest of the episode, those were the 2 things I really liked. But the rest of the episode was, again, Brienne and Jaime. They slept together. I thought that was cool. But then it was really like a 180, because she's like, stay with me. And he's obviously going to leave because he's going to try to save Cersei, no matter, still, like, he's going to try. And unironically, this is where I was really surprised, because he actually tells her that she's hateful, but he's hateful too. And then he's going through the things he's done to get to Cersei, and she's like, Bran's like literally tearing and crying, and he just rides away on his horse. I thought that was kind of fucked. I thought Jaime was really coming back, but I don't know what he's up to now. And of course, we finally see, the what's his face there with Bronn of the Blackwater with the crossbow. So he makes a deal with Tyrion there that if they win, that he's supposed to be now the Lord of Highgarden. So hopefully that pans out, because they lived. Actually, I was just kind of hoping he was going to kill one of them, to be honest. I thought that would have been great. Tormund and Jon, they're not going to see each other anymore. Same as Ghost, right? The dire wolf. So Ghost is going with the wildlings back up north, which I thought was interesting. So a lot of departing this episode, kind of like, we might not bump into each other again. Arya left with the Hound. They're going to go up to King's Landing, so that's definitely confirmed. The Clegane Bowl, right, will be the brothers fighting each other, probably. But I think Arya's still going to kill off Cersei. I think they're come on. They're going to do it. Fan service, right? But now they're kind of trying to, and I like that she was like, I'm not coming back, that kind of thing. That's why when Gendry gets named the Lord of the Riverlands, and Tyrion's like, he's impressed, right? He's like, that's a good move, like, smart, an ally, someone will be there forever, someone you can trust. Yeah, and then he tries to get Arya. He's like, hey, like, come on, be my lady, and she's just not biting, which I saw that coming, to be honest. There's no way in hell she'd do it. So she's not going to come back. There is the reveal, again, of Jon telling now Arya and Sansa, and I think Varys and Jon have clearly either figured it out or I don't know what's going on there, but they clearly know now. So there's that problem, because Jon technically, at least in terms of Westeros, right, or this main piece, everyone like respects Jon. He's the guy, he's the true heir, like they just go to him, right? And he's a proven war hero, man. Like they love Jon. And you know, Jon, I think, did the right thing with Daenerys. He knew that was going to get torn apart, like them like kissing, having sex, and I don't even think like naturally he's cool with it, let alone like him being not Jon Snow. And yeah, like he just can't get by that, but he still doesn't want the crown, but we'll see. I think that'll be interesting. I don't actually think Jon's still going to take it. I think Daenerys, actually, I'm not going to lie, she's going to like burn everybody. That's what it seems like, because they made it seem at the end that she wasn't going to fuck around anymore. Like, she's been trying to do the peaceful route, and now she's like, you know what, I'm just going to go in there and torch them, and whoever's left is, you know what, good. But yeah, like nothing like blew me away in the episode, like except the dragon getting kind of killed. I think that was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like nothing like blew me away. But they're still building up this tension of Sansa doesn't like Queen Daenerys. Like there's something she doesn't like, and I'm also kind of worried if like Daenerys does this now, is she like any better than the Mad King? Right? Is that a valuable point? Is that a valid point, right? So I don't know. But for next episode, it shows that Jon is now, he's up at the gates too, because he's still trying to stay loyal. He's staying loyal, right? So he's up at the gates, looks like with some like the Northmen and stuff like that. So they're ready to go. And it's going to be interesting to see that I'm assuming next episode will be a big battle again. And then the final one might be a recap of that battle, or like halfway, or a little bit more of it. And I'm guessing they'll probably be wrapping things up, because that's actually going to be the final episode. May 19th is the final. So anyway, well, thank you so much for watching, though, everybody. I appreciate you guys subscribing, by the way. We're like 157 now. It's pretty sick. J-Dog, I heard you don't like J-Dog, but I'm just going to call you J-Dog anyway. And yeah, Ryan, get wrecked. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.